Sacrifice or fucking die!
They're up my ass, boys. They're up my ass.
Wow, that was an abrupt end there.
You know, I was trying to pick my spot, and it wasn't the right one.
No, that was bad.
You just gotta just rip that Band-Aid off sometimes.
Oh my gosh!
Shit. All right, I gotta time that a little better, but it is what it is. You know, I'm up against people. I'm up against haters. I'm up against haters here.
Yeah, we all are always.
Joe, how you guys doing? What's good? It's good to see you.
It's good to see you, man. It's good to see you. I can't wait to get into the show today. I got some questions. I'm interested.
Man.
Hi.
Specific? Hi, Henry.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Do I wave with both hands?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hi. Good to see you guys. Happy to be here.
Likewise. Where's my water? I need the little. Oh, God damn it. Anyways, where to start, guys? Good to see you. It's good to see you guys watching here. Kim, I think it's your first time watching us. Ooh. Great to see you, actually.
Kim.
That's absolutely awesome.
Kim. What's up, Kim?
Right? Sweet fucking Kimbo here. Jade's in the house here, too. We got Snicket. We got Keegs.
Oh.
We got a whole damn crew.
A murderer's row of awesome.
Yeah, no, the intro is not long enough is what Keegs meant.
That's how I read it, actually. It was like a little typo, but
is this your fourth brother that's chiming in to jump on your side?
Do you want to hear something funny about a fourth brother?
Don't go there. Don't go there.
Oh, one day.
No, that's not for this show.
No.
All right, before I know, we want, one of our things is we want to have structure, we want to be good, but I do have a question that I figured I would ask just because it's going to be stuck in my head a lot, and I just need to get an answer for it, if that's cool. Is that okay?
It's
I guess if you want to break the structure, might as well start at the beginning.
Tight ship here.
I'm already
going to be that guy.
I like your vibe already today, Henry. Huda, can you get that out of the way just real quick, just so we can
look
see?
At my face?
No, I don't want to look. I want to look at. Is that your hair in the back? What's going on with that?
Yeah, no, I normally put it up like in the hat.
That's your hair?
Yeah.
That's your hair.
Yes. What the fuck do you think it is? Yeah.
Who else's hair would it be, Joe?
Would it be?
You know what? You know those hats? You know the hats that have like hair that was like attached to the back of the hat that you put on? And it's kind of
not what this is.
That's you. That's all you.
It's the same hat I wear every day.
Yeah, but not every day.
Let the hair down some days.
Sometimes it's not flowing.
I like it better in a man bun. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Julie says the same. So
okay.
I should listen to advice. I just normally don't.
Would you take it off? Would you take the hat off? I mean, or is it
maybe
just a disaster right now?
Well, yeah, it probably will. I probably will do that here at some point. Maybe especially if things get crazy in our continuation of rate my sack. How's my sack? How's my sack hanging? What do we call whatever it is? You know what I'm talking about.
We'll get there.
We'll get there. Yeah, guys. Man, I'm really bad about dropping the link to the show so people can share it out. But if you can find the show somewhere out in the ether, go give it a like and subscribe to the channel and share out the video. Again, we'll do a better job at that right now. Whatever. You're here. That's all I care about. Hope you guys feel the same. Hell yeah.
Ooh, Captain Kong in the house. What is up?
Dude, I'm feeling the Kongish vibes here, especially after like the magic of yesterday. And actually, I got Kongs on the agenda today, too, because like everyone's talking about him. You know, rightfully so. So it's feeling good out there in Kong land. Is it feeling good? And also, guys, I'm fucking around with the screen. I'm just like playing with a new background, how things look, graphics, all that stuff. So, you know, it's a little messy. We're getting there. But as far as how it looks in the market, I don't know. Actually, I'm kind of just touching it right now. I have not looked at it in a few hours here. When we look at the index here, we're looking at the value of the market down in the red right now, 0.36%. Not bad. I call that, I guess, mostly flat here. What is going on in the markets today, guys? Have you been looking crypto NFTs? No. Okay, yeah, no. We're only doing a crypto NFT show. Are we?
No. So paid attention to Well 3. They got their launch today, so played with that.
Bookmark
Fran
that.
Tokyo later. Yeah. So no, I'm paying a little bit of attention, a little bit.
I can tell you sales are up right now. We got about like 5 hours left in this like daily data period. We're really close to yesterday's numbers already. So I think we're going to actually have a bigger day for NFT sales than yesterday. Do you want to point out NFT sales yesterday, more buyers than we've seen in about 3-ish weeks or so. So things definitely ramping up here. And I feel that in the market. I don't know about you guys, but I feel it. I feel we're on the upswing here. I don't know if stories like KuCoin yesterday and Coinbase, more recently today, if that's going to actually screech and halt us or what. We'll see. But those are topics we need to get into, Coinbase especially, because Henry, I know you're like, you've turned into a different kind of person when it comes to that stuff. So I'm going to need your thoughts on that. Quickly, just want to peek at, I guess, what's moving in the market today too. And it's nothing out of the ordinary except BRC20s, which I think I mentioned yesterday, but BRC20s are my leading indicator for the Bitcoin ordinal ecosystem. When I see the leaderboard starting to fill up with those BRC20s, which are meme coins, it's, we usually see a week or two after ordinals start to really pump. So be on the lookout for that. Let's see if I'm actually like Nostradamus here and can predict things, but, putting on my Nostradamus hat here, I think we're going to see ordinals run here really soon. But market in general looking pretty good today. We got some good stories. I mean, like, shit's actually cooking out there from the blast hack, which happened yesterday. I think when we were live, it was right around that time when we got off air, I saw that story. So we need to get into that, what it means for the blast blockchain and that whole ecosystem. We saw Decrypt get hacked yesterday too, which is, it's signs of a bull market really, but big stuff. Let's get into them. What do you guys think? Do you want to start with the blast stuff?
Yeah, let's start with it.
Okay.
A fucking North Korean dev was to blame for that hack. Like, that's fucking insane.
Do we know that for sure? Zach XBT, somebody, by the way, today called him the Batman of Web3, and I love that dude. Like, the way he strikes fear in your heart. Like, if you ever get a DM from that guy, your heart would sink, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Like, it'd scare the shit out of me. Let me pull up our story here.
Yeah, so I guess what I was told, I've been out all day. I've been at a public swimming pool.
Yeah.
So I didn't really get a chance, but this morning I was looking at a bunch of this stuff, and last night, so I was told that a North Korean hacker was or not even a hacker, I'm sorry, the dev in charge of that was responsible for that. Was it $62 million that was taken from that? And then there was a whole bunch of like controversy whether or not they should, because they control the bridge, whether they should, basically take the money back. I guess there's some sort of moral, decentralized sort of quandary there. But I just am just dealing with North Korea and Russia, and just makes it seem so James Bondy, and like being just Web3 people. It just seems wild. You know what I mean? Seems crazy to me.
This is where you go to get the best devs, from what I hear, is North Korea.
Really?
Yeah, that's
that
the Lazarus group. No. But isn't the Lazarus group out of North Korea?
That sounds right. Yeah. And is that who is behind this?
I'm not 100% sure, but I guess I'm not sure. But wouldn't surprise me. Those North Koreans, man, they know how to get shit done.
Crypto geniuses. Here's what I'm curious about is, it was clearly planned ahead of time, right? The exploit that was baked into the contract, it's like, it's not technically an exploit. It's like, it's like a feature. It's like it was designed to work this way, where after the fact they could update the contract. So this was somebody on the team who stole that money. I'm just wondering if, they ended up getting the money back. So I want to put that out there. All the funds are returned, and that's after some pressure was put on this person who stole it.
Yeah, people's picture of the day.
Dude,
yeah.
I got to pull that up because that was incredible.
Yeah.
But the project survives and the project stays. Are we supposed to assume that the project is not tied to that one dev? Like, was he a freelancer or something?
I don't know if he is so all those sort of dApps and stuff like that within that Blast ecosystem. I'm assuming there's, all separate sort of teams or whatever, but I would hope that, there would be some sort of auditing or at least oversight on whether, and this isn't the first time that this has happened. I think it happened in like when it first started off, where all those dApps were happening, that people were getting, their shit swiped. And so it's kind of like proceed at your own risk with a lot of these things. And it's just up there, and you're like, okay, I'm going to try to like bridge my money and do all this sort of stuff. And you're clicking all through all this shit. And it's like, obviously hackers and nefarious parties are, seeing that there's money involved and they're just jumping in, and there's not much that we do. It's the Wild West, sort of like how NFTs were right in the beginning, how, everything was just fucking nuts.
Yeah, so Assassin, the guy gave it back. That's after Zach XBT basically tracked down who it was. Like, I don't know if he pinpointed the actual like doxed person, like his real name, but he tracked down like all these devs that are on the project, supposedly that all happen to be one guy. So I think I got that right. And it was after Zach XBT put the pressure on. Same with Pac-Man. It was like this big coordinated effort. They zeroed in on the wallet, but like the biggest factor here was Pac-Man said, hey, we can just turn off the bridges. We can make it so you can't even like remove the money. Oh, and actually we can reset the blockchain back to like 4 days ago. Yeah. That's the fucking crazy part. And I think the most interesting part of all of this, it's not a decentralized blockchain in any way. Should we hold it up to the standards of other blockchains, or are we fine with it being a casino and it operates however it needs to operate?
I saw somebody make a comment. They're like, man, scams within a Ponzi. They're like, I could take like one or the other, but they're like, to put both together, I'm out. And I was like, yeah, you know what? I can fuck with that. Like, yeah, scams are out there, but to deal with the scam in the Ponzi itself, not a great look for them. I mean, great that everybody got their money back for sure, but definitely not a great look. And to your point, like it brought up this whole conversation of, what's the ethical thing to do in this decentralized space, to be able to like reset the transaction, make it look like it didn't ever happen. It's weird because even though people lost money, part of me was like, I don't love that idea. But if I had, 6, 10, 15 ETH in there, I'd be loving that idea.
Yeah. Like at first, like anytime I hear that you can turn off a blockchain or roll it back or whatever, like instantly feels icky, but also specifically with Blast, I don't care. I look at it as its own self-contained video game, and if somebody like hacks the game, I'm okay with the dev doing whatever they need to fix it. And with so much at stake too, especially like I don't mind one bit, and I'm surprised that that's ultimately how I felt about it.
Yeah, Assassin, I don't know if it was like resetting the blockchain like you would on a Google Doc to like the last saved version versus what is it that versus like, hey, we can go back to that particular transaction and kind of nonce it and kill it.
Well, I'll tell you this.
Is my mic too loud?
Loco, is that him or is it me this time? Because I got myself juiced up a little bit in the volume, and Henry sounds okay to me.
He's pumped too. I mean, he's pumped up, and his mic might be loud, so it might be
okay. I moved the mic. I don't know if this helps or not.
That's good.
Am I too juicy?
No, you're juicy enough. I like
juicy
it.
Loco's juicy.
Good shit. Yeah, Loco's juicy as fuck.
Okay, I'm juiced. Is this better?
It sounds the same to me.
Yeah,
you're all crazy, man.
Okay, I'll talk quiet.
Assassin says you're juiced too, so you
just go with it. I don't want you to feel handcuffed at all. I want you to just rip because I'm liking it. So I want you to keep going.
So now
I'm really self-conscious right now.
I'm
really
turning it up. I'm giving myself more juice, guys.
Yeah,
turn me down. Turn me down.
I don't have a channel for you. If we were in this, dude, one day we got to do a live show. By the way, next week you're at NFT NYC. So will you come on live just for a little bit and check in?
Yes, I will.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Yes, I will.
Do you want to come on the Little Noun Show live a little bit, like a quick check in there?
Are they a competitor to us?
They're friends. Yeah. They're Slam Vision family, bro.
I don't know, dude.
Joe's my agent now. I don't make those decisions anymore. I've relinquished.
Are you going to be paying him, or are you going to be giving him any sort of compensation for this?
There will be comp one way or another. God damn it.
Just talk to Joe, and Joe, just let me know.
Okay, I will. But it does not look good, is what I'll say. The initial reaction is bad, so I wouldn't look forward to that.
All right, guys, I'm going to go share out the room real quick.
What does that mean?
I'm good. Yeah, what does that mean? That's like a term. That's like a streamer term, kind of. I'm going to tweet out the show. That's what I should have said. I'm going to tweet it out. Is that better?
Yeah, I like it. I understand that.
So, okay, final thoughts on Blast. Are you a little like, I don't know if you guys have exposure to that at all, but
I do.
Are you worried about it?
Like I said, I think I said this before. I'm worried. I'm in a perpetual state of worry all the time. So, yeah, it is sad. I mean, I just can't take an L, dude. I can't take a big L. And so it worries me. You know, I'm this is the first time with Blast that I'm really committing to kind of like yield farming, like farming points, doing the whole thing. Like I'm committed this time, and I'm afraid that me being committed is going to end up me screwing myself over. So, you know, I'm just kind of you know, holding on tight and hoping to make it through this minefield without screwing myself up, and at the end possibly have a nice payday.
Joe, if I might add to that, like if you think of it from the standpoint of $62 million got exploited yesterday and everybody got their money back, in a way, it's kind of bullish in a weird way. It feels very safe there now. Very safe. All eyes on Blast. Play the Ponzi. Get your points. Get in. Get out. Move to the next one.
I just never thought I'd have to deal with the likes of a North Korean dev that could be robbing me. You know what I'm saying? Like it worries me a little bit that that I'm dealing with the type of characters that I'm dealing with. And that's great that he gave it back. That's bullish that he gave it back, but I guess it's intimidating to me.
Look at Ronin. They lost $600 million a couple years ago, and they doing okay. So there can be there can be redemption.
Yes. You know what I'm going to say? Web3 needs to get to a point where we all feel safe and things are just growing past meme coins and sort of NFTs. Like the technology, the user experience needs to progress to the point where we're not like just saying 600 million, 64 million. That's just getting swiped away from everybody. Like you said, it hasn't really affected you this time. But if it did, like that would be fucking brutal. Like someone's life could be like really affected, and that scares the shit out of me. You know what I mean?
Well, you remember it happened to me a couple years back.
Yeah,
so I feel like I got some battle wounds, I got some bullet holes, and I'm like, okay, well,
and
you know what?
You're still here, and you're better off for it. Can I say that?
Yeah, I learned a lot. I learned a lot.
Yeah.
Don't give out your seed phrase. It's a bad idea.
That was a bad idea, and that the scams are so good, so good.
Yeah.
Who did you do it?
I did it. I just did it. I did 2 tweets. I think they were awesome tweets.
Was there some controversy in any of them?
Nothing. No clickbait. No nothing. Oh, I did write rank our sack. I don't like that.
Yeah,
I don't like that at all.
We'll get it bothers you, and we'll get a better name for it. We'll dedicate some time, and we'll figure it out.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So we got through Blast. Did you know that it wasn't just Blast that was compromised yesterday? That was not our only hack. I guess you would know because I said it at the beginning. What is my damn problem? But yeah, I want to talk about the Decrypt hack too. Again, it was like a double whammy yesterday. Thought it was super interesting. So Decrypt, it was their email service, right? Where they send out their newsletter. That was hacked. So picture this. You get an email from something you did sign up for. It is you do all your safety checks. You check in. It is coming from the sender that you're expecting. Like let's pretend Decrypt, at google.com or whatever. And it's telling you they got a token coming out, this one called, Decrypt. Why wouldn't you think that's legit? So you click on it, and I'm waiting to get an update on this one as far as how many people did click on it, how many people bought, what was the effect, right? Did you lose your wallet contents, or did you just, buy a shit token that's not worth anything? How did you get or got? I want to know what happened here. But yeah, guys, did you hear about this first of all? And it's a kind of a problem. People need to secure their shit. Oh, you know what? Okay, let me walk that back real quick. It's a third party, so I guess this can't be really placed on them. It's their service that they use for their email that got hacked. So, it's not entirely on them.
Their reputation, though.
It is.
Yeah, you know what? Coco has always been against us collecting emails for sort of this reason. So, you gotta be careful. Careful.
Here's what's okay. So let's try to make this somewhat positive. Like there is a bullishness to the fact that like when NFTs and things like that, like when we were in the beginning, right, in our run into the first sort of like bullish cycles, there was hacks. Twitter accounts were getting hacked, Discords were getting hacked, websites were being created. It was nonstop, and anything can get hacked. And so like the security was always like, okay, go to their Twitter, make sure it's the correct address. Now go to their Discord, make sure it's the correct address. And then if you get an email, you never click anything with that email, period. Like emails can get hacked. You don't follow links from Web3 stuff and emails, period. And so maybe the fact that like we're doing well now, all the scammers are coming back and all of the very intricate, very detailed sort of hacks and scams are coming back with it. So we have to be as responsible holders, make sure that you're not signing on, clicking, signing things with your wallet.
And you know, like the best protection is multiple wallets. It is that. Like I am one of the most careful people out there, and even I got a couple months ago, 2 months ago. I lost my little pudgy, and I'm really safe with this stuff. I dodged a huge bullet because the contract I interacted with, it only took pudgy assets. It very well could have drained my entire wallet, so I really dodged a bullet there. But yeah, be careful. Have your hot wallet, have your cold wallet, and even if you have them, use them the way they're designed to be used. Like literally don't just do that and say you're still going to use the hot wallet, and store your shit there. Don't do that.
Also, if you're a Kong, because there's many of them in this chat right now, link your wallet to KongBot, because we have Kong Protect, which will notify you if you've interacted with a malicious contract, and at least gives you a little bit of a heads up and the ability to potentially extract your NFTs and tokens.
I didn't know it gives you a heads up, like an alert.
Yeah.
That's
Pings you in Discord.
How is that thing not caught on and been used everywhere? That's one of the most innovative products in this space, and especially security type products. Like we need that. So I see people talking about things like Wallet Guard, I think is the name, like different wallet protection things. Why is KongBot in that contract, the 721X, is that right?
Two different things. So the 721X allows you to lock an asset with another wallet, right? But Kong Protect is a function within the bot. And so it effectively notifies you if you're interacting with a malicious contract. And then the nuclear option is if you've interacted with a malicious contract, you can open a support ticket. You have to give up your private key for this to happen, but we can feed the private key to KongBot, the contract address of the NFTs you want to extract, and KongBot will front run the hacker and extract your NFTs. So again, you have to you gotta give up your private key. So here's the nice thing: KongBot will actually, if you interact with a malicious contract, will give you a revoke link. Literally, it will give you a link. Click it, revoke whatever permissions you just gave, and that in itself might save your ass.
How do you get the KongBot?
Yeah, it's you got it. Like you're a VX Kong holder. It's registered. If you're verified in our Discord, it's registered with KongBot, and it is literally real time monitoring all the wallets that are connected to it.
So just that VX, if it got hacked, then I could get it back. But all my other assets, I couldn't unless I registered.
Just the wallet with your VX, but you can register up to 3 wallets with KongBot. So you can have it effectively monitoring 3 wallets. One of the few, let's say, bots, there's like Pocket Universe, etc. A lot of these things are on the front end, right? They're supposed to prevent any of this from happening. None of them do anything if it happens, other than some of them have like insurance policies that'll reimburse you. But the nice thing about KongBot is it's the oh fuck moment. I did it. Whatever I was not supposed to do, I did, and now at least there's an option to help you. It saved a lot of people.
I like metaphors a lot. It's almost as like Huda was saying, you should have your transaction wallet, you should have your vault wallet, you should have all this stuff. Like a lot of people have every sort of NFT that they have. Are we ending the show? Because what happened? Are we ending?
No, keep
playing
going.
the anthem.
It just felt fitting. Like it gets me juiced, even more juiced. Kong's anthem. Keep talking. I'll put it low.
No, I was gonna say it's almost as if you're walking through a mall with every single asset that you own and all of your cash in your wallet as you're walking through the mall. If you get jacked, everything's gone. So you want to have a wallet where it's just specific amount of cash for whatever you're doing at that time.
Yeah. And KongBot is the Glock in your hip that when you see the dude running off with your shit, you can fire off some rounds.
Great.
That's fucking beautiful. Wow. Oh man, I love
that.
That
sound effect needs to be louder, by the way. I want to hear it. I want to
if you really want to hear it.
Yeah, like if I was talking and that was coming on.
Like drown us out entirely. Yeah.
Just a little bit lower, maybe. Yeah, I like it. I like to feel it.
I'm gonna move us on because, guys, I think we do want to get to some like ranking NFTs here, and so we'll spend like the last 10, 15 minutes doing that. So let me put us on to another story here real quick. A lot of crypto news today, right? So we're gonna get to Coinbase. I think that needs to be our next meaty segment. But check it out, man. I see the UK cracking down on meme coins and influencers. I've not looked at that story yet, but definitely interested in that one. El Salvador adding more Bitcoin. Man, they didn't look, well, okay, to the rest of the world, they didn't look so smart, especially in the bear market. But, man, they look like they got a gigabrain leading that country now. I think that's going to age very, very well for them. And then I guess now there's another brand new Bitcoin ETF that's in the mix. So it's not 10 now, it's 11 total. And guys, it sounds like Ethereum ETFs are coming. It really does. I know we're all waiting for that. We're hoping to see an Ethereum all-time high this year. I bet it's coming. So just some headlines there. I don't want to get into any of those per se. I really want to get into the SEC and Coinbase story that broke this morning, I think it was, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like, Henry, I'm going to lean on you for this because you really know this shit. I think you told me you read the 81-page document. Did you actually?
84 pages, every word.
Good
Even
Lord.
if some of them didn't make sense to me. Yeah, I read the whole thing.
So impressive. Yeah. What do you make of this? What does it mean for the space? Just as much as you can, share.
Does Joe set the 20-second timer right now?
No,
We need a
okay,
little
okay.
more.
You've got
25 seconds at least.
time.
Yeah, let's just say like the TLDR is it's not a surprise. Okay, basically this was the Judge I don't remember if it's Falia or Judge Fala, basically dismissing most of Coinbase's motion to dismiss. So Coinbase against the SEC basically filed a motion to say, we want you to just throw this out on summary, like based on the merits of what the SEC has brought to the table. And after their oral arguments from January, that they're saying, we just want you to throw this out. There's no merit to this. The odds of that happening, according to like, if you follow any legal experts, was like very, very slim, because the burden of proof on the government side is pretty minimal. There just has to be like a chance that they're right, or that their legal theory makes sense. So it's a little bit of a nothing burger from the standpoint that it was expected. Nobody was really thinking this judge was just going to toss this case entirely. And you could even argue that it's good that she didn't, because what we'll actually get is a powerhouse in Coinbase going to court against the SEC, probably our best candidate to do so. They've got a ton of funds. Yeah, I know. I went like 45 seconds plus. And now we might get some case law out of it. But if you want any more details, just ask questions. Sorry. I know. Fuck. There's no easy way to say this, guys. You suck.
The impact on the space right now, like, is this bad for the space, good for the space? Like, yeah, I mean, what's the fallout from it? Or
if you don't follow it, you read the headlines, you're like, oh my God, the SEC won. It's absolutely not true. The reality is, I think this is good. There was an aspect of this that the judge threw out, which was classifying Coinbase's wallet as a broker-dealer. Judge tossed that. But at the end of the day, like, we want these guys going head to head because we want case law. Like, we want there to be a ruling that's made. But I think there are elements of it that they certainly can lose when it goes to trial, more than likely in 2025.
Yeah.
it's that far off.
Trial, probably.
Wow.
They'll get discovery for the first time. Up until now, it's been like SEC accusing you of this. You go back, you refute it. SEC accuses you of that. You go back and refute it. Now Coinbase has discovery. They can know, like, what does the SEC know? They have to share everything. So, yeah, what's really a core part of this is the 13 tokens that have been named as securities. And so, like, SEC only has to prove realistically that one of those is a security in order to have part of their case, stand up. But there's a lot of elements of this that are going to get duked out. It's going to be really interesting.
I mean, it would have been awesome if they just threw it out, right? If they just threw it out, it would have been the biggest win, correct?
Okay, I'll make an argument to say why it wouldn't have been. Because if she did, and then let's say, because this judge is a little bit pro-crypto. If I remember right, she did the ruling on the Uniswap case, I believe. But she's very fluent in crypto, more than a lot of these other judges are. So if they threw this out and then the SEC goes after someone else and you get another judge, then maybe they're duking it out to get the case law, and maybe that's bad case law.
Oh, Paulie.
I love Paulie weighing in on anything. So he's trying to tie Coinbase to something with ApeCoin and whatever. This will be the end of Yuga Labs for the 1000th time, I guess.
Fuck Paulie. Yeah, he's a
By the
waste of
way,
time.
Easy. Can I ask, like, what is it that you do? Like, that's interesting that you were invited to speak there in El Salvador at a Bitcoin conference a couple years back. That's awesome, dude. Curious
cool.
if you can share anything.
So Joe, to why I think it's good is I think this is the player that we want to put on the court to go play some one-on-one with Gary.
Yeah.
Gary G, not Gary V.
Yeah. And we want
Gary G.
we want to get some shit settled. We want to put the best foot forward. And so you're saying that this is good. And some of the things that they dismissed were good things for crypto. I think that's the bullish case, right? And then hopefully the things that weren't, we get to go into court and prove that they don't have a leg to stand on, and so we can trade our NFTs and sell our bags in peace. Is that kind of what we're hoping?
Yeah. You know, a lot of this is going to come down to how we test investment contracts, what is considered an investment contract. The judge did make a case to say, like, it's reasonable, I'm paraphrasing, to think that secondary sales of these are also investment contracts. But again, this is going in front of a jury. And so
crazy.
Like, it's going to be like people who are going to hear the government and they're going to hear Coinbase, and hopefully we get some solid rulings out of it. And if not, it'll go up to the appellate courts.
Is there
How
a
could
way
secondary sales be investment contracts? How could they interpret anything that way?
Because what they're saying is, like, the meaning of Howie, which if you Google Howie was all about orange groves and the sales of orange groves and the sellers of those orange groves taking care of the orange groves, selling the oranges and bringing those profits back to the owners of the land. And what they're saying is, like, the heart of it is that you're buying this thing because you're expecting a profit. And that the investment contract doesn't have to be like a physical contract. You're buying it with the expectation of profit through the efforts of others. And I guess more specifically, the investment contract is part of the ecosystem of that token. And the reality is, like, a lot of these things on their face do, like, to me, I try to picture, like, how does Solana, that was singled out, how does Solana, who did an ICO, right? And they marketed that, you know, they're going to reinvest money into the blockchain, and they sold these tokens to people. It really is hard to picture that not meeting the prongs of Howie. It's just hard to picture that it doesn't. So I think some of these things are actually securities, and I think that there are things like NFTs that are not securities, and I think we need to have some clear definitions of what is and what isn't.
But again, and then yesterday, and we'll move on here, but I think it was the KuCoin, kind of ruling or whatever that case was, that was where Ethereum was mentioned again as a commodity. Was it in that, or was it in the SEC report today?
No, that was yesterday with KuCoin, that the CFTC was, referencing Litecoin, Bitcoin, and Ethereum as commodities.
And that is a big deal, right?
Coinbase is that's also in the Coinbase. That's also what the case with the Coinbase, right? Figuring out considered a commodity or a security.
Yeah, so that's the thing. Like, they're not really. That's not particularly what's at stake. Like, is it a commodity or security? They're, with Coinbase, just focused on, are these securities? That's one of the things they're focusing on. 13 tokens: Polygon, AXS, Sand, whole list of them. But it's gonna do. The day of reckoning isn't fully here. But I'm happy that Coinbase is able to go toe to toe because they've got the money to do it. They're going to burn hundreds of millions of dollars in this. There's no doubt. But I think they have a chance to set precedent. Also, high school dropout, not a legal scholar, not financial advice. Do your own research.
I love that, dude. I love it. Just as time goes, we're going to learn more and more about what this space actually can be. And like you said before, we need these rulings. We need these rules. We need our what is it? Our roadmap or our game plan. We need the rules to know how we can actually operate and grow this damn thing. So, very much looking forward to this playing out. Guys, I want to talk quickly. Actually, I forget who said it here in the comments. Joe, did you have a quick point in there too?
No, I mean, I could make one, but I won't.
Do you want to?
No, not really.
All right, better that way. Okay.
Sense.
Yeah, funny. I feel like you could see my screen. Can you?
I can't, but you
That's
referenced
crazy.
somebody saying something. I think it was Assassin. I think we're all centillionaires.
We're centillionaires. I think a lot of us are cent holders here. Yeah, this one is maybe arriving at a perfect time. Like the market had that quick turnaround a few days ago. I really think art is about to cycle back in for the first time in a while. Like it feels like art has not been in the meta now for months at least. I'm trying to remember the last time it was in the meta, right? Last year. Definitely not this year, I don't believe. But when was our last art cycle? I'm trying to think of like significant pieces that came out in the last art cycle. But either way, I am sensing it coming back. And a piece like this is kind of what's telling me that. So perfect storm maybe for this. I don't expect anything massive. But man, I'm probably going to be grabbing a couple of these on secondary, even where they're at now. Not financial advice ever here, but I sense a little something here. Are you guys feeling art bubbling up here?
You sense it, huh? Good one.
Oh, man, I do. Oh, dude, I didn't even mean to say it like that. That's so cringe. Apologies, guys.
That joke.
Fucking lame. Literally didn't even mean it. But it between that collection, and when I see big artists like Claire Silver here announcing new collections, like I feel like, okay, I know projects like PFPs and stuff are sometimes very smart. They'll sit on a project until the market picks back up and they release it when the market can like absorb it, when the market's ready for it. And I feel like I might be wrong here, but I feel like artists might do that too. Because I'm definitely seeing some bigger things coming out now. And if this came out a week or two ago, especially 3 or 4 weeks ago, I don't think this would sell out even. It's just a really, really difficult market. Tomorrow, though, if this is coming out tomorrow, I got to read this a little more thoroughly. Yeah, the drop begins tomorrow. It's going to sell out. And this will be my big indicator tomorrow. If this does sell out, I think game on for art.
What's the quantity of them?
It looks like 100 edition collections, I think, if I'm seeing this right. And I just barely caught this today. There's been some drama today with Claire Silver, and that was another thing that told me, art is cycling back in. The fact that people are getting heated over art.
Drama.
Yeah, something about her appropriating, some things in some of her older artwork. I think it's a super interesting conversation, and I'm trying to find that tweet. Maybe we can weigh in on it. But it's a spicy topic, really spicy.
I think art is back when Jack Butcher is doing bi-weekly NFT drops and Pac releases his next collection.
Don't do the Pac thing. Oh my goodness. Did you get wrecked on Pac stuff? Did we collectively get wrecked on Pac? And I got a couple pieces.
I got some of those. Was it Matter? Matter on Nifty Gateway.
Matter.
Is
it Merge? Whatever. Merge or was it
Merge?
Matter?
Sorry, Merge.
Yeah. You know what? They're not worth nothing. But he.
Yeah.
I don't know. And I think we've said here before. There's a lot of comparisons to like Jack Butcher to Pac. It's not a great comparison, but I also kind of get it.
There was like Pac. Is it Pac? If you looked at like the all-time leading earners, art earners, he's like top 3 or something like that, something crazy. So, and yeah, I bought a bunch of his, like not a bunch, but he always comes up with like something that's $100, $200 or something. It's like a little ball, and you're like, oh, this is gonna be amazing, and then it just sits in your wallet forever, and nothing happens, and there's no aftermarket value to it. So it's just like, okay, dude. And we always continually buy it for some reason, right? Like we knew going in that it would probably be shit, but we still did it. So
I'll tell you what, Assassin said he doesn't know anything about art. A lot of us probably didn't either. I would say one of the most special things about this space is you learn about art here because it's so accessible. Like art is not accessible to me like in the real world before Web3. But being in this space, it is such a focus. It's one of the best use cases for NFTs right now, like actual art and, kind of the certificate of authenticity, the ability to trade digital art. It's we're all getting a crash course in it, and all of a sudden we're all art collectors. It's really one of the coolest things that's come from this space. So, dude, stick around because we'll talk about art plenty here. It's probably my favorite part of this space. And you'll learn it. If you have interest in art, you will definitely learn it just from being around here. So again, stick around, ask questions, find stuff you like. And man, we used to have great blockchains like Tezos where you could get into it with like very little money to get into the space and like figure it out and learn. We don't really have that right now because it's Bitcoin. That's where art's about to pop off, and Ethereum's still not cheap. So we'll have to figure out the best place to get in. But
yeah, looking at the Bitcoin, as far as I know, I'm not an expert at the Bitcoin stuff, but like, just call any of what's coming out on Bitcoin art it seems to be a bit of a stretch compared to like scrolling on super rare.
Say that again.
Ooh.
Say that again, my bro.
It's cutting deep, bro. It's cutting.
Did you say that art on Bitcoin is not art?
No. I did not say that. I said it's a stretch to call it art. which implied that it was not art. But yeah, can you tell me what are you talking about, the tree or something like that? Like what?
Oh, well, I do like mutable trees, but I think there's some legit art. But so I've not collected much yet. What? Wait, are you
Wait, did
talking
mutable
about
trees
Harto?
drop already?
They didn't. They're coming in like a week or
Yeah.
two. And man,
Okay, I
can't
thought
wait for
so.
those.
I thought so. Yeah, that's I like what he's doing there.
Who's the
Wait.
prominent artist from Bitcoin?
Harto.
Harto.
Yeah.
Okay.
So here's a great collection. This is the one I've been comparing the Sense collection to, like same size, 10K edition.
Can you get past this, whatever this is, and pull up some of his art so I can actually see it, please?
Sir.
Joe, I'd
Sir,
like to grade this.
This is
is this the art? This is the art, the dots and the squares and stuff?
Bring up flares. That's cool art too.
Flares is incredible. You know what's weird with flares? This all goes into like size limitations with Bitcoin. I didn't know that those were animated pieces until recently, and like I can't get it to load. I don't even know how to view it. But okay, here's a good example of art. I think he's fucking phenomenal. Let's look at flares because that's a great one.
Yeah, let's look at that one.
Joe, there's going to be some pretty historic art on this channel.
Trust me. I'm just saying we're early, right? I'm saying we're early for the Bitcoin art.
Respect.
Compared to what's been going on the Ethereum blockchain, that art, it's catching up. It's gonna have to catch up, and it's got years of trying to do that. Okay.
Art, Joe. Come on.
I totally agree. That's where I sense the opportunity, though, man. Think of like 2020, 2021 art blocks.
Sorry. You know what? I'm so sorry. Now that I see these amazing, these like pieces of art from this here, I'm so sorry.
Stop. Pull up Squiggles for a minute.
Come on, dude.
Fair.
No, pull up Squiggles, and if we're gonna look at Squiggles, and say like Squiggles are, OG mainnet art.
Pull up Squiggles, and then can I tell you to pull something up, please?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Point taken on that one. Put up DK Motion's some of his art.
Okay, probably have to not do that on OpenSea.
He probably has some stuff on there, but yeah, DK.
Is it 2 E's? DEE?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Squig is OG for real. I wasn't shitting on Squiggles. I was just trying to make a point. Like, that's art. There's a reason for it. But flares are art.
Like
Harto is art.
DK's one of ones sell for like hundreds of thousands of dollars. I think one sold for over $1 million. I mean,
but like, is like these kind of things?
No, I mean, I'd love for you to pull up, like, go to Super Rare and pull up DK. And then if we watch one, it's fucking amazing. Like, this is kind of like almost like Nintendo sort of pixel art sort of thing. But if you watch an entire sort of piece of his, it really is really cool. So just do the one in the middle. Or no. Do the whatever one.
No,
Life and Death. Whatever one you want. Yeah, do that one.
I'm telling you, I like him, but I think this, you and I are in like a different type of art circle. I think this is like so overrated.
It's a story within the art, dude. And
here, I'm gonna put audio on.
The code is the art, bro.
Now, granted, if you're basically, like, this is art that's like kitschy and kind of fun.
Yeah.
There's other, I mean, come on, Huda. You're not trying to tell me that Bitcoin art is on the same level as some of the artists that have been working on Ethereum for the past, 10 years or whatever it's been.
It's going to be the same artist.
It's going to be, but it's not yet.
No, some are. I mean, we got Thank You X over there already. We've got Kevin Abosh over there already. It's just fewer because it's so new.
Mm-hmm.
But if we're talking about like the depth of it, it's quantity wise, absolutely, you're right. But the depth of it's
just not there yet. It's not there yet, is all I'm saying.
It's just early. That's fair.
Early. That's what I said.
But I'll say this, and like I know you wouldn't disagree. That's kind of where the opportunity is too. If we're talking about like the financial side of it,
yeah,
it's so damn early that we're gonna get the next, Chromie Squiggle. We might get an autoglyph type piece from there. We might, like, there's a chance we might see that type of thing. Like, what is Bitcoin's like OG art collection that Christie's is selling? That becomes that that legendary thing. Like when we do the Rate My Bag thing, that's there at the top, and it's like understood that is the pinnacle of art on Bitcoin. That's coming one way or another. Something is going to become that. I don't know if we've seen it yet. Some people feel like we do have it already out there in the wild. I'm not so sure. But I'll tell you this: these flares are actually cool when you actually look at them animated, and something new. Henry, you might not know this. These are actually 3D lands. They're like an environment you can actually like wander around in, which is pretty damn cool.
Why do you think I didn't know that? I'm a holder, sir. I knew that.
Well, he didn't tweet it out really. He did like a Discord, like a stages thing to show it off. So like he was not vocal. That's the only reason I wasn't sure.
Yeah,
but-
no, that's okay. It's a fair point. No, I did know that. I like it. I mean, I think I bought at 0.015 on the Dutch auction. So
I just feel like how much are those pieces going for?
Like a 0.06, 0.05, 0.06 Bitcoin.
What's that in
I'm gonna
dollars?
look it up because I can't math.
that's
Yeah.
like $3 grand.
Like $4,000.
Okay, so it's like 3-4 grand. So it's almost like an ETH, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yep.
so I mean, I feel like that art, and I see. I don't want to be an asshole. I'm sure the artist is amazing, and I'm just trying to make a point in general, not his art, but in general. This sort of thing can happen like once a bear comes, no one's buying it, and the price plummets. That you're like, oh yeah, what am I doing for? What am I buying this for? $4,000.
I think you got this one wrong.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Okay, whatever. I mean,
It's,
I feel a little bit like you're pumping your bags here. Is all I'm saying. You got it. You want to pump your bags. That's
Oh my gosh.
yeah. I mean,
Man.
okay. Yes and no. I mean, like anyone's going to talk up things they're in, but I would hope that you're only in things that you have very high conviction on. So I only collect Far because I have a lot of conviction in him. So this guy Far, he is the artist behind the Runestone. He's the artist behind the Quantum Cats and the Taproot Wizards. He now puts out. I mean, this is going to be considered a very OG collection. These are early. Is it Gans, right?
GAN,
Early
yeah,
GANs.
where it's like the computers basically doing it.
So people collect historic AI art right now, and people are going back to like 2018, 2019, even 2020, especially on Ethereum, like the Botto project. People are buying artwork from there and spending, I think we saw one sell for like 40 grand this week. And it was from 2020. He just put out, this is Far, put out a collection from 2018 of early GANs. And man, again, it's probably the first GAN collection on Bitcoin, inscribed last year. So early last year, to me, the date you inscribe it matters a lot. If these were inscribed back in 2018, to me, these would be like massively significant. The fact that they were done last year takes away a little bit, but that's great art.
The idea that you had conviction in all the art that you buy is, I mean, I don't want to fucking call you a liar, but I mean, if we scroll through your wallet, I guarantee there's like, it's just going to jump out that you don't. I mean, I do know that you love art. Don't get me wrong. But to say that all your shit that you have to have a conviction in, please. A lot of times you're buying it to flip it, sell it, do all that sort of stuff. And if you're not going to be around very long in this game. You know what I mean?
Well, doesn't that mean conviction even short term too? Like, would you buy something that you think is dog
Yes.
shit right out of the gates?
Yes, I would. I would
You
buy
would,
something that was dog shit if I could flip it. Yes.
We are not the same, my friend. No, actually, I would do that too.
By the way, just as long as we're on the topic, GAN, I think Claire Silver also does GAN art, as well as Pindar, which you talked about, which is on the Sense thing. So thought that was topical.
Yep.
Hey, random ordinal question. I feel like I minted Oniforce like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
But
How
I don't.
are you going to get it right?
Oh, okay. I just want to make sure I didn't fuck something up there.
They did not do the actual like sending of those yet. I did the same. I did the pre-sale. I'm curious. That's going to be a good gauge for the market too, and it might hit at the right time when ordinals are kind of rocking again. Yeah, I'm waiting for that too. And curious, any of you guys collecting out there, like on the Bitcoin side, what do you think of Oniforce getting in Bitcoin? These are pieces they inscribed a year ago. That was kind of news to me, but what you guys got price predictions on those, Henry? What is your expectation for that?
I feel like I heard somewhere like maybe in like the 0.03 to 0.05 range that they could hit.
That'd be killer. Oh, I'd love that. We have like 10 minutes to go, and we've got a lot more topics to get to, but I think I want to move to like rate my bags, right? The kids are around. I can't see the other version.
Wait, yeah. I feel like because you don't like to talk about yourself, but can we just give a shout out to your baby Kong being back?
Dude, yes. Okay, let's do that. I actually did it on NFT Live. Like,
oh,
kinda
okay,
went through the whole story. I actually, I'll show you here. Check this out.
You did it on NFT Live?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Look, I got a tweet I'm working on.
Oh.
So I definitely need that. I want to get that story out there. That should be going tonight. But yeah, let me show you guys because this is actually so fucking cool. Save. Okay.
You have 25 seconds. I know the more we talk Kongs, the more Joe's blood pressure goes up.
Fucking
So
hates it. Here we go.
Yeah.
This is
Here
a
we
very touching. This is a very touching story. So I'd like
is.
to. I'd like to hear it.
Okay. This is my baby Kong. Like, this is, I gotta go quicker. Damn, okay, that was gonna take a minute if I went like that. This is my baby Kong, guys. This was my entry into the CyberKongs community like 3 years ago. Man, so attached to this guy. This was like my PFP for a couple of years. When I joined the Crypto Bats, changed it. That doesn't matter. Why'd I even waste some time with that? What am I doing, guys? Fucking sinking. What am I? Oh my God.
Years, 20
I
minutes.
had to sell my baby Kong back in December, partially out of necessity, right? Like I did. And I thought I was going to be okay with it. I thought I turned the corner and was now going to become like this cold killer, like NFT trader. And then the second somebody starts tweeting with that as his profile picture, it's like crippling depression. Like, I'm like, what did I fucking do? Like, what did I, and I'm like, I'll never get him back because that's the best looking baby in the entire collection. It is. There's no baby that looks as good as him. None. And I was happy it went to a really good dude. Does
he want to be exposed as the good dude?
It's all on chain, so why not?
All right.
I mean, nothing, so yeah.
It's Lima.
He's fucking awesome. This dude is a legit legend, a super nice guy. When I saw him tweeting using this as his PFP, and he got like a comforter like for his bed made with the baby printed on it too. I'm like, dude, he's cool as shit. If it went to anybody, I'm glad it's him. But anyway, a couple days ago, guys, when we were here chatting about that, because he was in our chat sending some lovely comments, and I showed the plushie my daughter made, right? Well, I don't know, kind of tugged at the heartstrings for maybe both of us. He DM'd me yesterday. He's like, is this your wallet? I'm like, yeah, that's my wallet. And he's like, check it. And I check, and he sent the baby to me. Like, he loved the story. He appreciated that, I had this connection with that thing, with Baby the Grape. Like, just, dude, the Kongs community is different. So, like, in my tweet, like, I wrote, like, yes, Kongs are known for their innovation, for their building, for their alpha, for their community. And then, let's focus on the community because that's the core of it all. The community is so special. They have always been giving. They always look out for each other. And I know a lot of communities say that, and I know they all do have a degree of that. There's no community that has the depth of that the Kongs has. They don't. I've been in enough. I've seen enough. Of course, not all of them, but man, the Kongs are different and special. And there is a brotherhood and a sisterhood, and they really look out for each other. They really do. I've never seen anything like it here in Web3. I can't believe he gave that back to me. So, like, me and this dude bonded. I mean it for life. Like, I love this dude. I cannot believe he did that. And I'm just so excited to be, like, reunited with my baby. And now I changed for the first time in 18 months. Changed my PFP. This is it for good now. Dude, I'm so happy.
Ooh.
So
yeah, glad you got him back,
there
man.
we go. And if you're watching
the first
out there,
time,
dude, thank you. Like, man, you have no idea. Thank you.
First time Lima tweeted, and I saw that, not even realizing he bought that baby.
Henry,
I was
you're
like,
muted, by the way, I think. So
why?
You still?
I'm not.
Oh, you're not even muted. I think your mic just went out. Joe, do you hear him?
Yeah, I hear him.
I don't hear anybody.
Okay.
What did I just do?
Did you? In your excitement, I'll just talk. In your excitement, did you push something or do something that paused you? Because you were excited.
I think I got lost clicking around. I actually muted my audio. Anyway, it's all good now. So there's the
Glad
story.
he's back.
Yeah.
Do you guys want to do the rate my bag real quick? We got like 5 minutes.
Yeah. I guess. I don't know what we're going to do with it, but yeah, bring it up.
Okay, so guys, if you were not here yesterday, at a segment we're going to be working on here, other people do this, right? Like fun segment, we're going to rank NFT collections. We're not ready to really rank yet. We're submitting NFTs that belong in the rankings. So start firing off collections that are either super fucking awesome or super fucking shitty, because we need to have like the gamut. We need the range. We need things to weigh against each other. I want to have you guys give me the shittiest project that belongs on a chart, something that we have to always be reminded of how shitty things can get. So hit me with those guys.
Zen apes.
Zen apes?
Chubbies. What about the chubbies?
Oh, I love chubbies. That's a story though. Many people wouldn't know the chubbies, but damn.
Chubbies was like our first experience on like, oh, we're involved in some crazy fucking shit right now. Like NFTs are no joke. People are stealing, like just blatantly taking the art and like copying it and selling it for millions.
Do you remember Misfit University?
Oh yeah. Is that the one where like
need to go up?
What was the one where there was like, okay, I'm even scared to even bring it up, but like
it was that one.
College, like kind of like college, like date rapey vibes and stuff like that.
Oh,
duct tape and bruised in the dorm. That was Misfit University. I like max minted. I was buying on the secondary. I'm like, oh, I'm degenning, and then that came out and the floor like just it collapsed.
See, so like I don't feel like Zen Apes belongs because they're not relevant at all. Okay. So we got some checks. We got.
What do we got?
Who else do we got? Well, okay, to make it easy, think of like a great collection. Somebody like, an icon in this space that we don't have up there still.
I think what is it? Is it called Nakamigos or whatever?
That's a perfect one. Somebody mentioned that yesterday and I didn't put it up. Yeah.
I don't think ear pits can go there, Kimbo. That's just kind of a rug.
Kim, you'd be great at this. Give
Fox
us a
Fam.
few
Fox Fam's a good one.
Fox Fam. I don't even know what that is.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I am tentatively going to put Nakamigos in C. They could be B, but for now, and then you can tell me if that's like egregious. Fox Fam.
Are we doing shitty ones or are we doing good ones right now?
At this point, any.
Okay, Super Yeti's one of the shitty. Super Yeti is one of those ones where someone will post like, "Oh, if you don't have one of these,
Where does Fox Fam go? I don't know anything about that.
It's going down to E right now. You know what? A kid called Beast.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Okay, by the way, guys, we're not going to do this today. We'll have to do it tomorrow, but we're going to be giving away some whitelists here. Just a quick heads up. So get your asses ready.
Oh yeah, Stoner Cats is a rug, basically, right?
That maybe does belong forever. Hell, it's in the shows like our banner. I think that belongs.
I just saw that. Mila Kunis. Oh, that's amazing. Only
just a reminder, like permanently in the trash can.
I minted a Lord Katzington. I don't know if you remember that.
I do remember
that. Was like amazing. That was like my first win.
Could have sold that for like 10 ETH, right?
Like almost 15, but I think I ended up selling it for like 4 to 6.
That's cool.
That's good. Still a win.
Okay. Sappy Seals is a great one. That and like Wassies, those are great. Oh, yeah. Okay.
I played Pictionary with Mila Kunis and Ashton Kutcher one night. There was like 12 people in like a Zoom call that we all got to play. It was amazing.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I'm 3, baby.
Yeah, Sappy Seals is good. Subducks.
Mechaverse.
God, yeah, dude. That was the one I was trying to think of. Mechaverse.
This brings back so many memories, man.
Galactic Apes. Do you remember Galactic Apes?
Yeah, dude.
Didn't Winnie spend like
Winnie got wrecked on
200, 300 ETH on him?
You know what? Because he's a bro still, I'm not going to put him up. Imagine how much that's got to suck to look at those. Like, it's a good buddy of ours who's one of our fellow idiots who I think he sold all his Bored Ape bags and rolled it into Galactic Apes and like bought one of them for like 250 ETH. Another, like he spent hundreds and hundreds of ETH and went to 0. Like
MFers.
MFers is a great
one. Oh yeah, MFers is a good one.
Dude, I've always wanted an MFer. Like I really, really would love one.
I like them.
I wanted one too, yeah.
Okay, give me one on Bitcoin. Give me a Bitcoin collection that belongs up here. We've got, I think I did put Quantum Cats. I did put Nakamigos. Or actually, give me a Solana collection and give me a Bitcoin collection. Then we'll
Badgers.
We'll call it Honey Badgers, dude. Fucking yes. That is a perfect example here. I'm gonna do MFers at C. Honey Badgers. I love that.
For the record, we have some Badger bags, but they're OG as hell. So
why this one's so perfect, dude? Because they will always go up and down in this. They will always be relevant, and how relevant they are will be able to reflect in this chart. There's going to be a point where they're going to be up in B tier or something. There'll be a time where they're down in E or F.
Would you be so kind as to give Assassin his Bears Deluxe? He's been asking since yesterday. It's a cultural thing in Kongs.
What do you want?
Bears Deluxe. They yield honey. I don't even understand the ecosystem, but give the man Bears Deluxe.
Put Bears Deluxe up on the list?
Yeah.
I believe it belongs bottom tier.
What is this trash, man?
You're just peer pressuring us right now?
No, it's got some relevance there.
Okay.
Does it?
You know what? Yeah, Utes belongs up there, but we said we'd keep Utes with D-Gods for now.
Roll them for now.
The small ecosystem.
Okay.
Like.
Yeah, so Utes are going to be rolled into D-Gods for now until they do something that separates them like drastically.
Small brains?
SMB Gen 2 I think belong there. SMB does belong up here. So let's do small brains. And you know what we'll do? Next time I'm going to set it up ahead of time, or we do homework ahead of time, but like come with a few from each chain and come prepped. And then guys, For Friday, I think we had mentioned earlier in the week, we're going to do a call in. If first off, tell me if anybody would be interested in that. Like, would you actually want to call in and shoot the shit, but like actually participate in the ranking? Like, you get a few minutes to make your case, like plead your case for a certain collection to be like wherever. I think it'd be a blast. So let me know if you want to do that. If nobody's interested at all, just
we're
let me
doing
know
that.
not to waste the time. But
if everyone's not interested, we're still doing it.
Okay.
It needs to be. I have a friend, one of my real fucking stupid friends, just a total asshole. He's dying to call in, and so
Really?
yeah. Oh, he's itching. He's
So-
itching to get at you guys.
And if nobody calls in, we're going to do the silent treatment. We're literally going to sit here and not talk until somebody calls in. You know, they do that on Spaces, is like not talking till so-and-so joins. We're going to do this. We're just going to come day after day after day and not talk until somebody calls in.
People call in.
And
Okay.
would we like prank calls even more than like legitimate calls?
Dude, what would be even better is if we could prank call other influencers.
Oh, that would
That'd
be
cool.
amazing. Yeah.
That'd be awesome. But yeah, dude, prank calls, all that stuff. Just don't get us banned. Okay, give me one more to put up here. People said a bunch, and I got
Kaiju.
almost none of them up.
I think Kaiju needs to be there.
Okay, I'm gonna do SMB and then Kaiju. Solana Monkey Business. I
Henry,
don't know if they have a separate account for SMB too, so I'm just gonna do this for now.
Henry, has anyone ever just given you something in your wallet? Like, hey, surprise, you got something.
Yeah, Coco sent me a gen
That's
like
crazy.
3 weeks ago.
A what?
A Genesis Kong.
Wow,
That's so crazy.
that is amazing.
He said,
You guys want
he said you need something better to rock the brand.
That's
Kind of
amazing.
shitting on Henry a little bit.
That's bullshit.
No, and so he sent me a CK hat. It's beautiful, Jen. Beautiful, Jen.
Dude, Kim is so good at this shit. I knew she would be. Fragana's is a perfect example of what belongs up here.
Is that Bitcoin?
No, it's Solana. Reason being,
Ooh,
okay,
nice.
they're not like the
Nice,
biggest
man.
ever, right? They're newish, but they're relevant is in like, man, when the market pumps, sometimes they really pump. So they got room to go up to, A, and they got room to fall to F. Like we're like right at the start or maybe middle of their life cycle. So perfect kind of project that we want to start including on here. I bet even Undeads, the crypto Undeads, another perfect one that absolutely belongs on here. Like Fragana's, I'd probably say is a C right now, and a high C. Like they're probably more like there-ish. No, C's fair. That's the kind of shit though. Keep that stuff coming. So okay, we're gonna wrap this because we are doing our best to keep this at a tight 1 hour. But until we have this list populated, like this isn't even the rankings yet. We're just getting them on the board.
It's just on the board.
Just getting them up there.
Mm-hmm.
So tomorrow, same thing. 10 or 15 minutes at the end of the show, just starting to populate this. Come with your NFTs that belong on this. When we feel like we got a good sample, like we got enough collections, we're gonna get right to this shit and get to the ranking, and it's gonna get heated. We are very good friends here, but we may not leave good friends when the time comes. I'm telling you that. It's it's gonna be something. So anyway, with that said, actually I'm gonna cue up our song to end here, but with that said, we're gonna wrap. Guys, thank you for joining.
Yeah.
Any parting words from you guys?
Me? Or are you talking the audience or
Anybody at all, but you guys, especially anybody in the audience. And yes, Taproot Wizards absolutely will go up here. I'll make sure next time, tomorrow, that we put them up there. They absolutely belong. Actually, they don't because they're not minted yet. So no.
Yeah, come on, man. Parting words. No, I mean, you know what I was gonna say? I felt bad about the hair comment in the beginning.
I changed mid. I changed.
But I would say that like my hair looks like fucking Steven Seagal, like pulled back. So, who am I to fucking talk right now? I'm like a sleazy asshole, sort of.
Dude, every time I show, like, I have my wife sometimes check out the videos. She's like, "You should not do that." She's like,
the hair.
Yeah. She's like, you should just stop. Okay, to be totally honest, I was trying to I started that like a few months ago, and I was trying to like build a shtick, and it's not happening. I end up just wearing it and being the same, like just moron. So
no, the shtick was there, dude. It sparked interest in me, so it's there.
Well, I'm gonna build a character at some point, but I'm not there. Anyway, I'm sorry, dude. Okay, you say goodbye. You see us out, Henry.
You should be the guy that's like the show is over because you hate when we just.
5 minutes late, and it's just time to go. Hit the horn, bro. Love you guys.
I love
Have a great night, everyone. Fucking
Minutes.
love you guys.
Oh.